Hello everyone, welcome to the February pick a card reading. So I know I'm behind on readings. I was sick all of January. I've been trying to catch up on work. I've actually had to shut my Etsy shop down for personal readings because I've had to catch up on everything. But I'm a lot better now. Wasn't sure what it was because it wasn't the flu. It wasn't like COVID or anything like that. So I have no idea. I lost my voice for over a week. I couldn't even speak. I was bedridden. It was crazy. So yeah, the whole of January didn't even get to post anything. And I'm just now on the mend, on the tail end of it. I'm fully recovering. So prepare for an influx of videos because I still have videos that were filmed at the end of December that haven't been edited. So if you see videos with like the Yuletide Tarot being used, that's why, okay? So I'm going to be taking a look at the February general energy, and then we're going to take a look at career and finances, and then love and relationships, and then of course I'll take this over into Patreon for the extended reading. I've got a lot of decks I'm going to be using, so let me tell you what I'm going to be using today. The Moonology deck, the Sacred Destiny deck. I've got a brand new, it's a colorful neon Rider-Waite deck. It's beautiful. I'm obsessed with it. So I'll be using this. Today is the main tarot deck. And then I'll also be using the Numinous Astro deck, the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle cards, the Romance Angels Oracle cards, and then these Lovers Oracle cards that I never use because they are so difficult to shuffle. These are so, I don't know, I love the cards, but I never use them because I hate shuffling them. I think that covers everything that I'm going to be using in the reading today. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put the thumbnail up on the screen right now. Feel free to pick more than one pile if you're drawn to more than one pile. But otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and jump right in and see what messages come out for you for the month of February. Hello, pile number one. Let's go ahead and jump right in. See what messages come out for you. This is going to be, the first part here is going to be the general energy. Like, what's the overall theme or energetic focus for you this February? Okay. Let me get these cards shuffled. I'm going to be pulling from Moonology, Sacred Destiny, and then that Neon Tarot deck that I have that's new for the first part of this reading, for this general reading. So let's get a couple of these, pull some tarot, and see what messages come out. Alright, let's see. Spirit, for pile number one, what's the overall theme or energetic focus for pile number one? And if you hear snoring in the background, that is my dog, okay? So, alright, so we got this. What is the overall theme or energetic focus for pile number one this February? Okay. So we've got, look at the bigger picture. Full moon and Sagittarius. Some of you could be Sagittarians. You don't have to be, but. And then we've got delight. So something exciting is happening. Something where it feels like relief almost. Like, yay, finally I'm happy. That's what I heard. That's interesting. Okay. So maybe something occurred with this. Look at the bigger picture. This makes me think like you were thinking small-minded. Like there's like maybe an event occurred and you're not seeing how that would play out on a larger scale. Now, for general energy, this could be anything. This could be like, maybe you didn't receive the job promotion that you wanted. Let's just use that, even though this isn't the career and finances part. But let's say you went for a job promotion and you didn't get it. Somebody else got it. And you're really bummed about it. You didn't see that a new job that would have been even more perfect for you was about to come your way. It would have been better pay, maybe even better hours. I don't know. Something like that. That's what I'm feeling from this energy. Like, look at the bigger picture. Like, just because something didn't work out doesn't mean that you failed or that you lost out or something. There's something better coming along. And whatever it is, it's going to make you happy. That's the energy I'm feeling. Look at this. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's something is, and that's Sagittarius energy. No way. That is Sagittarius energy. And Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of luck and growth and expansion. So something is turning in your favor. Look at this. You manifested this. Okay, let's see what comes out. Spirit, tell me more about the overall theme or energetic focus for pile number 1 in the month of February. Yeah. 3 of Swords. You were upset about something. Something didn't work out. What is this? Oh my goodness. That's what I kept feeling. It's a weird energy like, oh, I can't believe this didn't work. But then it's like, but there's something bigger and better. Tell me more, Spirit, about the overall theme or energetic focus for pile number 1 in the month of February. King of Wands, Leo energy. Okay. We've also got the 9 of Wands that came out with it. The Wounded Warrior. Lots of frustration. But you're stepping into your power somehow. Like, or stepping into the spotlight where you're going to be noticed. King of Wands is a leader. So there's some, again, I can use that job example where you didn't get the job you wanted, but then another one comes along and you're still going to be in a leadership role, or you're going to have better money, but you just didn't see how that would work, because maybe that almost had a 3 of Wands reverse come out. Maybe that just didn't, what was I trying to say? Maybe it didn't register with you that there could be another job coming. Maybe there wasn't another job. Maybe all the jobs you were looking at weren't suited for you or something like that. So it just feels like, well, you know, I'm really frustrated. I've gave it my all and there's not something there for me. We got Page of Pentacles. This feels like an offer or an opportunity. There's something here too about maybe going back to school, getting a certification, something regarding you having to study a subject or study for an exam or study for an interview. Something here is being studied, okay? But again, remember, even though we have this 3 of Swords, we've got the delight here, which means you're going to be happy. So maybe February didn't start off so great for you, but it doesn't mean that it won't end well. Here we go. Yep. I knew it was something with work. It felt like it, even though we'll get to career and finances next. 8 of Pentacles. 2 of Swords. You don't see this coming. I'm telling you. 8 of Pentacles is focusing on a skill, a talent, ability, something like that where you're really good at it. You know, he's not focusing on wands and swords and cups. He's not making those, is he? He's only making the pentacles. He's only focusing on one thing. And it's coming out underneath that King of Wands. There's something you're honing in on, something you're really good at, something you're going to continue working on even though it didn't work out for you. But again, you don't see this coming. You're going to feel like you're at a crossroads is what I'm seeing. But in reality, it's like there's just something better that's going to make you happier. Maybe even just like, it may not even be a promotion. It may just be, you know, you find a job with better pay. And you were tired of working the job you were at. Or maybe you were laid off. Because this doesn't really feel like a love reading, even though we got the 3 of Swords here. Maybe you were rejected from a school you thought you would get into. I'm saying that because we got Page of Pentacles here, which is a scholarly student kind of energy. So what the Page of Pentacles is about studying. It can also talk about, other than like promotions, it can talk about scholarships. So maybe you got rejected from a scholarship or a grant. And you're really upset about that. It doesn't have to be for school. It could be for a business. But you're going to continue working at this. You're not giving up. Even though 9 of Wands is here, it talks about not giving up. Like something is starting to blossom for you. You can see the tip of these wands. There are little blossoms coming out, like something starting to bloom. It's in the very early stages though, but it's still happening. There's potential, right? And that's what you're doing. You're honing in on that potential. You're utilizing some sort of talent, skill, or ability. I feel like a lot of you are going to be trusting your intuition on this as well. Like which direction to go in next, because there is some confusion here with that Two of Swords, but you're going to make the right decision, okay? I do see you taking some sort of leap of faith in a new direction. You're going to be starting something new. Some of you could be traveling for work or traveling in general. Some of you could be moving. But whatever it is, it leads to more abundance. Could also be more creativity with the wands here. For a lot of you, I feel like some sort of change needed to happen for a long time. And maybe a lot of you were reluctant to make that change. And it almost feels like a tower moment, even though the tower's not here. Like some sort of disappointment ends up being a tower moment. Again, look at the bigger picture. If a lot of you were in a job that you absolutely hated, maybe it was time to let that go. And you were afraid to, because you're afraid you wouldn't find better. For others of you, maybe it was a relationship. I'm not really getting much there's no cups energy here. But maybe for some of you, that's what it was. And you just weren't appreciated. They didn't want to work on the partnership, and you're ready to work on it with someone else. You're ready to find someone who's willing to put in that work. Could be a King of Wands, a Leo energy, fire sign energy. We also got a lot of earth here. But whatever it is, it feels like there's something better. And it's going to make you much happier. This could have been a long time coming as well. I am feeling that. I just feel like whatever it was, you were attached to it. Okay? I feel like there's an attachment, and that attachment needed to be severed. But it was done in a painful way. It was like, no! Like, that was supposed to be my job. That was supposed to be my job promotion. That was supposed to be my scholarship into school. My free ride into school, right? That was the school I wanted to get into. And I got rejected. That was the person I thought I was going to be with. Rejected. Or found out there's a third party. Something along those lines. But again, what you don't see is that something better is coming along. There's some sort of new opportunity coming in, I feel, that you're going to absolutely love. And again, you don't see this coming. So that's what I'm feeling for the overall general energy for the month of February for you, pile number 1. Let's go ahead and jump into your career and finances. Alright, pile number 1. I'm going to be using the Numinous Astro deck and then the Neon Tarot deck for this part. Let's see what comes out for your career and finances. I'm going to be seeing, like, are there any shifts? Are there any, like, opportunities? Any major decisions you'll be making this month that are going to influence your career and finances? Let's see. Spirit. Whoop. Before I even ask, I'm just going to take it. What opportunities or decisions or major shifts are happening that might be influencing pile number 1's career and finances? I'm just taking it. Well, that was quick. That was quick too. Wow. Okay. Okay. First up, we've got Taurus. Some of you could be a Taurus, or you have heavy Taurus in your chart. Taurus rules the 2nd house, and that's the house of like self-worth, self-value, assets, finances. Perfect for a career reading, isn't it? Then this flew out, the 5th house, the house of Leo. So we got Taurus the bombshell, we've got 5th house passion. I do feel like something you're passionate about is what you'll be focused on in the month of February. And this is part of your destiny. Your North Node is part of your destiny. You're headed in the right direction. So if you thought that maybe you had made the incorrect decision and you're just not on the right path, something fell off, Spirit is saying, nope, actually you're headed in the right direction. And then we've got the 7th house of Libra with relating. So for some of you, let me just point this out because of the houses. Like I said, Taurus was the 2nd house with finances and self-worth. It's like figuring out who you are and really focused on like self-respect and knowing your worth. It's like I'm not going to settle for less than what I deserve. I'm also noticing, I called it out in the first part of your reading, but we've got a flower in bloom here. And what did I say about that 9 of Wands? I said something was blooming on the end of those wands, that something was beginning for you. Pile number 1. There's a subtle shift, like a new beginning that was on its way, if it hasn't already hit you. And that's what I'm feeling. It just feels like you've got something exciting headed your way. With this 5th house, that is the house of entertainment. Now, some of you could be performers, actors, musicians, models, anything related to fun and excitement. You could work at an amusement park. You could be incredibly creative, because this has everything to do with creativity, theater, performance, all that kind of stuff. Anything in the entertainment industry, that's the 5th house. That's the Leo house. The Leos, we had the King of Wands in the first part of your reading, didn't we? Leos love to be out there and in the spotlight. So some of you are being pushed into the spotlight for something. Okay? And this is a part of your destiny with this North Node here. Alright? So there may be a bit of hesitation almost. There may be a bit of, I said in the first part of your reading that it felt like some of you are afraid of change. Something needs to change, but you're afraid to like step outside of your comfort zone. But this 3 of Swords energy that happened to you, it feels like it was a necessity. It needed to happen because it needs to push you in the right direction. You could have been on the wrong path, I'm going to be honest. And this shift is going to put you on the right path. You're following whatever you're fated to do in this lifetime. Everybody's got a different mission. However big or small our missions are. And you will be... Oh my God, I just realized one of the key words on here is blossoming. No way. No way. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, yep, there it is. So this is going to be a process for you, okay? This is like something, it's not going to happen overnight, is what it feels like. It's like something that's slowly unfolding, that blossoming, right? And then we've got the 7th house here. Now, the 7th house relates to, well, it relates to relating, but it relates to like partnership, companionship, friends, marriage. It is also, because it's Libra, it's like justice energy. So the legal field, anything involving legal matters. So some of you could be trying to get into law school. Some of you could be into like law enforcement, judges, attorneys, legal secretaries or paralegals, court clerks, the military, anything like that. That has to do with the 7th house. I'm also getting with the 7th house because it is the marriage house. Some of you could want to be wedding planners, or with the 5th and the 7th here, something about planning like parties, because the 5th house is the house of parties. And it's also the house of children. So maybe like children's birthday parties or parties in general that, I mean, it could be anybody's parties, adults or children. And then with this, it would be, you know, like, I don't know, there's something here, maybe setting up engagement parties, or like baby showers, graduation parties, something like that is what I'm also picking up. So maybe those are some of the directions you might be headed in. That's not going to be for everybody, but that is what I am picking up. And I just realized too, blooming is one of the key words on here. Oh my gosh, like I'm psychic or something. Okay, Spirit, tell me more. For pile number 1, what opportunities, decisions, or major shifts are influencing their career and finances this month? Let's see what else comes out. Woo! That just went flying. Okay, so we've got the Page of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So this is a lot of like daydreaming kind of energy. It feels like you're wondering what to do next for a lot of you when it comes to your career. Maybe you're not where you want to be, is what I'm seeing. But it's also about messages, because it's a page. So you may be receiving a message. This is career and finances. A message about some sort of offer or opportunity that you're going to love. That's what I'm seeing. 7 of Wands. Okay. So this is you defending your position. You're holding your position. Maybe there's something you want to do that your family or friends or, I don't know, somebody in your life doesn't approve of. This is just an example. Maybe you want to do something like acting or modeling or entering the entertainment industry, and everybody's like, oh my god, you don't want to do that. Obviously, it's so competitive. Like, you'll never make it. And you're standing your ground and saying, actually, I think I have a shot, you know? Like, I think I could make it. That's just an example. But you're standing your ground. You're not going to put up with anybody telling you that you can't do what you're passionate about, is what I'm seeing, okay? Tell me more, Spirit, for pile number 1, about any opportunities, decisions, major shifts that are happening for them this month. We've got the World. Okay, so you're closing out, oh my gosh, right under the North Node. You are closing out a major cycle in your life. People talk about the World being an ending because it's the last of the major arcana, and that's true. What a lot of them don't talk about is how it is actually regarding achievements and accomplishments. Okay? So there's something here where you are, like we saw in the first part of your reading, you're going to be delighted. You're going to be ecstatic about something that's happening. And it feels like this shift that happens, that kind of, it's like a course correction. When it happens, it feels like a full circle moment. Like, finally, I'm on the right path. Finally, I'm doing what I love to do, and I'm getting paid to do it. You know what I mean? So this is Capricorn energy. It's also Saturn energy. Okay? Saturn just moved into Aries, which means, like, all of us, we're going to want to get more stuff done. We're going to be more proactive about taking action towards our goals, wishes, and dreams. This could also be Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy. We've got Taurus here. We've got Leo here. Okay? So, heavy fixed sign energy. So, it just tells me that there's this energy of, I've got to get this done. I've got to move in a new direction. I can't stay where I'm at right now. And it's all about moving towards what is going to make you happy. What is your purpose in life? What is going to fulfill you? Okay? Need one more, please, Spirit, for pile number 1's career and finances. Opportunities, decisions, major shifts that are happening. And that is a major shift. I mean, let's be real. The World ending a major cycle in your life, it could feel like a lot of things are collapsing all at once. Kind of like a tower moment, but it's not really a bad tower moment or a bad collapse. It just feels like you're having to shift a few things around in order to accommodate the good stuff that's headed your way. We've got the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So you are fired up and passionate is what I'm seeing. Like, you're ready for this change. You're ready to move in a new direction when it comes to your career and finances. You're ready to, some of you could be traveling. I'm just seeing it with the World and the Knight of Wands here. There's something about maybe like traveling more, because that is Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is the, it rules the 9th house of like foreign travel. So some of you could be traveling the world, maybe becoming like travel vloggers. Maybe you're going to teach overseas. Maybe you're just taking a gap year and seeing what's out there. It feels like you're making things happen, okay? Like you're taking action. You're not sitting around, you know, this isn't like a 4 of Cups energy where you're just sitting around, oh, I'm stuck and stagnant and I'm never going to get anywhere in life. No. This feels like, okay, this thing didn't work out for me, or I was heartbroken about this thing, and I need to figure out what is going to make me happy, and then I'm going to pursue that. And I'm not going to let anybody tell me that I can't do what I want to do, and I'm going to go after my dreams. I'm going to focus on my finances. I'm going to be successful, because that's really what like the World is about. You're on the right path, okay? Like I said, though, it's a journey. It's not going to happen overnight, but you are moving in the right direction, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for your career and finances for the month of February. Let's move into love and relationships. All right, pile number 1. Let's see, for your love and relationships. Spirit, what can pile number 1 expect in love, their romantic, their emotional connections in the month of February? What can they expect this month, Spirit? What can pile number 1 expect in the month of February in their romantic connections? How many cards is that? Just so like 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, cool. All right. So first up, we've got 9 of Swords reversed. Love to see that. We've got the Ace of Wands. We've got the Page of Wands. Some of you could be dealing with a younger fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That's not for everybody, but 10 of Wands reversed. Okay. I actually like this. I feel like you guys are focused on fun this month. That 9 of Swords reversed tells me that you are not worried about something or someone anymore. Maybe you had a situationship where it just wasn't getting off the ground, or they picked someone else, or I don't know, maybe there's another reason. Maybe you had a breakup and this person said they didn't want to talk to you anymore. There's something here where it feels like you're over it. You're moving on. You are no longer having sleepless nights and anxiety. You're not worried about it anymore because you've got somebody new. And this person is, they feel younger. They feel vibrant, like their energy, and more exciting. Maybe if you were trying to get with somebody who, how can I put this? Who is a bit more dull. I don't like saying that, but I mean, that's what it feels like. It feels like this was somebody who just didn't have that same exciting energy. This person feels like well-traveled. They feel adventurous. It feels like you two have a lot of passion and chemistry with this. This could have started out as a friends with benefits situation as well. And it's maybe going to progress into something more. I feel like they take your mind off of any issues that you might have had with love in the recent past. And yeah, it just feels like you're living in the moment, having fun with them right now. It doesn't feel like anything serious yet, okay? But it does feel like there's potential here, but it's in the early stages, okay? This person doesn't stress you out. Again, it just feels like you two are having a lot of fun together. It's just fun. It's exciting. I like this energy. I'm going to be honest. Tell me more, Spirit, about pile number 1's love life. What can they expect in the month of February? What can pile number 1 expect in the month of February? We've got love. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. There it is. I said it with that Ace of Wands energy. It just feels like this person, you don't sit around and think about your ex or whoever you were dealing with that it didn't work out with. This person is like they take your mind off of what didn't work out. They just feel like so much fun. They're the type of person to be like, look, let's go on a road trip this weekend, okay? But then you have hot, passionate, sex, I don't know if I could say that, all weekend. On top of like actually traveling and exploring new places. It just feels like, almost like young love. Even if the two of you are older, it still feels young at heart. It feels almost like a very playful energy. So, tell me more, Spirit, about number 1's love life in the month of February. All good so far, at least. Okay, we got this. Oh. I'm taking all of them. I was going to take only 3, but they all came out, so. We've also got heart with the key at the bottom. Welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together. Perfect. Oh my God. What is happening, pile number 1? We've got love call. So someone expresses love, a message of love. There's that Page of Wands message. Thinking of you and letting you know. Okay. So yeah, pages or messengers. So lots of back and forth energy, lots of spicy energy. I'm trying to keep it PG. For YouTube, but with all this ones, it's like spicy, passionate messages. Okay. Then we've got paradise, we've got happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness. That just said that. Oneness, enjoying each other. That's what it feels like in paradise. Like a vacation, like going on a road trip or something like that. You guys could go to the beach. You could go to some sort of hot location. Yeah, there's something here, you know, like you've got palm trees, got the ocean, got the sunshine. It's like, let's go to the beach this weekend and you guys take a road trip. I mean, that's what it feels like. We've got photograph. There's the ocean and the sun again. What on earth? Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. So a lot of you could be taking plenty of pictures with this person, is what I'm seeing. I also feel like with this photograph card, like your ex, the person you were dealing with, dating, whoever it was, will be missing you, okay? This is somebody who might end up regretting. Once they see how happy you are, they might end up regretting the decision to not move forward with you, or ghosting you, or whatever happened. It just feels like a dull energy to me. Tell me more, Spirit, about pile number 1's love life in the month of February. What can they expect? Like, what's going on romantically and emotionally? What's happening? Okay. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Oh, I love that. So this person is a safe person to be with, okay? And it felt that way. Just feel like somebody who's just so fun and exciting to be around. So for a lot of you, you could be worried that this person's just going to like use you, or maybe ghost you like the last person, leave you for someone else, whatever it is. And it doesn't feel that way. It feels like they're very mature and they have a good head on their shoulders. Is what it feels like. And they just know how to have a good time. Tell me more, Spirit, about pile number 1's love life in the month of February, please. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, this is good. This is like a healthy connection is what I'm seeing. All right, so, and we've got children at the bottom. But what I'm getting from this is that childlike energy I said. That they feel young at heart. You two feel young at heart when you're together. That's what I was getting. Okay, let me see if I can shuffle these and we'll get one more. Alright. This one really wants to come out. Okay. It was just sticking out when I was shuffling. So we got this, and it says, surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and it will all work out. No way. So you definitely have somebody new coming in. Somebody who is so much fun to be around, who loves your company, who makes you feel alive again. Pile number 1. And I think for a lot of you, you need that in your life. This is somebody who loves to travel, is very passionate and exciting, really good in bed. I'm going to say that. Very PG. Very spicy energy here. Okay. And they help you forget about the past and forget about any like stress or burdens. If a lot of you work a lot, they're going to help you forget about work. They're just going to get you out of your own head. Okay. And you guys are going to have so much fun together. I see like a vacation or a road trip, something like that in the future, especially to a sunny, beachy location, okay? But it's safe to be with this person. This person's going to open you up. Again, the whole point of your reading, pile number 1, feels like you're being opened up, like blossoming, right? Blooming. Something is slowly opening up inside you. It's like you've got all this new energy, these new opportunities, this new love that's headed your way, but you're having to release the old before any of this can come in. So, with that said, let's take this over into the extended. I'm going to find out, are there any hidden truths or desires or emotions that people are hiding? Like, they're going to be coming to the surface this month, okay? So if you have any hidden crushes, or like anybody crushing on you, anybody who has the truth to tell you, anything like that, that's what we're going to find out. I'm also going to be taking a look at what action or even a mindset shift can you take that'll help you attract love or success that you want right now? And then we'll take a look at like what message does your higher self, your spirit team, your ancestors, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, have for you during the month of February. So if this is where we part ways, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Hello, pile number 2. Let's go ahead and jump right into your reading, see what messages come out for you. If you hear snoring in the background, that is my dog, so don't mind her. For this first part, we'll be taking a look at the overall general energy. Like, what is the overall theme and energetic focus for you in the month of February? I'll be pulling from the Moonology deck, the Sacred Destiny deck, and then I have this new Neon Tarot deck that I got off Amazon that I love. And let's see what's happening for you overall this month. Alright. Okay, let's get started. Spirit, for pile number 2, what is the overall theme or energetic focus for them in the month of February? What is the overall theme or energetic focus in the month of February for pile number 2? Oh, we got 2 coming out. Okay, I'll take them. And what is the overall theme and energetic focus? Interesting. Okay. So we got a bonus card. We got 2 Moonology cards. I actually like this because look how it's like the same color scheme. It's kind of interesting, but yeah. We've got a win-win outcome is forecast. A full moon in Libra. For some of you, you could have a legal case going on with the scales of justice here in the Libra energy, and you are going to win that. We've also got be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. Okay, so taking the initiative on something. And then from the Sacred Destiny deck, we've got openness, another moon on here. So we've got 2 full moons. So full moons are about completion and being ready for something new to come in because something has completed. Okay, so you've got win-win outcome, be bold, make the first move, openness. All right. Being open to receive, being open to what's in store for you. All right, let's see. Spirit, tell me more for pile number 2. What is the overall theme or energetic focus for them in the month of February? What is the overall theme, energetic focus in the month of February for pile number 2, Spirit? Oh my gosh, Ace of Pentacles. Well, I did say be open to receive whatever this is. And I just said there's something about completion with these 2 full moons here. And then now you got to welcome in something new. You got this new, stable, solid beginning here. Okay, interesting. These 2 came out for pile number 1. So we've got 9 of Swords reversed. No need to worry anymore. All right. But you don't see this coming. 2 of Swords. Some of you could be almost getting this energy, even though this is just intuition. With this 2 of Swords, it almost feels like you could be a little bit shocked that you have this stable, solid offer coming in, and that you're not going to be in this 9 of Swords energy any longer. There could be something here about, yeah, we've got 10 of Pentacles reversed. You could have lost some money or lost a job, or maybe you got some debts to pay off and you're trying to figure out how to make ends meet, but you know, you have that win-win outcome as forecast. There could be something, because we had that be bold, make the first move, there could have been something where you decided to just go for it and hope for the best, and it ended up landing you whatever this offer is, whatever this stable new beginning is. Okay, for some of you this could be like a new home as well, because Ace of Pentacles can talk about purchasing a new property or moving into a new home. For others of you, this could have been some sort of inheritance you've received or some sort of funding you received. Maybe somebody helped you out in some way. Yeah, let's see what else. For others of you, it's just a new job or career. We'll see in the job and careers portion of your reading what the cards have to say. Tell me more, Spirit, about the overall theme or energetic focus for pile number 2 in the month of February. And then we've got the 7 of Pentacles. You've been patiently waiting for something to happen. And in February, it happens. It's like finally things are balancing out for you. But I think there's something here about realizing that, you had to plant those seeds in order for some sort of harvest to happen. Because 7 of Pentacles is all about planting seeds and then you can harvest them later on. But something is being offered. It's almost like the way I'm viewing this with the imagery, it's almost like, he's got this one that has fallen off the bush right here at his feet. It's like ready to go. It's ready. I'm here. It's ready to be plucked. That's kind of weird. It's a pentacle. But if you're looking at like fruit or something or vegetables, that's kind of what it is. It's like it's ready to go. The others are still growing, whatever seeds you planted. But this one pentacle is ready. So if you've been focused on, like, let's say a side hustle, or you've been thinking about starting a business, if you've been putting out job applications, if you've been putting out applications for schooling, okay? It's like one of them is ready to go. You may be hearing something in the next, couple of weeks about this, because I'm looking at this 2 of Swords. Swords and tarot timing is weeks, so for whatever reason that's standing out to me. By the end of February, it feels like you're going to hear something or you're going to receive some sort of offer or opportunity. Okay. Tell me more about the overall theme and energetic focus, Spirit, for pile number 2 in the month of February. What else you got? What's going on? Overall, though, it feels like a good energy. It feels like you've just been waiting on something and you've been open to receive it, and it's coming full circle with that full moon. It's like something is finally closing out, something's finally shifting, but you might have to take action first, make some sort of initiative. Oh my God, no way. We got 8 of Swords reversed. After I just said that, you might have to take the initiative. You're getting out of your own way. You got 9 of Cups at the bottom. You're going after what you want, pile number 2. Oh my gosh. This is good energy, though. I'm telling you. It's all about, like, shifting your perspective a little bit. I'm kind of getting hangman energy. Shifting that perspective, being open to receive, and going after whatever it is you want, okay? Page of Pentacles just try to come out. So, again, this could be something with schooling or finishing a degree, getting a certification, studying something. We've got King of Wands. This too came out in pile number 1. Leo energy. Putting yourself out there. You might be a bit resistant to change, death reverse, or some sort of transformation that's happening in your life, because maybe it's easier to stay in that comfort zone, It always is. But you're ready because you've been planting those seeds for a while. I think you've been patient for a long time for things to shift. And you had to kind of get out of your own way, get out of your own head, and realize that nobody is actually holding you back. You're just holding yourself back from anything that you desire. That's what the 8 of Swords is all about. It's like, let me show. Look how it's all open. She's actually not in a prison of swords here. The bindings are loose, so she could just undo them, and then she could take that blindfold off and she would see clearly. And she's created this prison of her own mind too. Same with like 9 of Swords, like being trapped in your own mind with that swords energy. It's air energy. But you've realized something. You've realized that the only way out is by telling yourself that you can do something, that there are no limitations, that you have the ability and the power to transform your own life and to make these necessary changes that'll shape your future, okay? So you're making these bold moves with this King of Wands here. I feel like, again, Two of Swords, you might be a bit indecisive. You may not see this coming, okay, at first. Like, maybe by the first of the month, you're just, like, stuck in, like, a job you don't like, or you're not sure if you're going to get accepted into the school you want to get into, or something like that. And then by the end of February, it's going to be an entirely different path. Like, you're going to be starting at some sort of new opportunity, new journey, something that is going to pay off for you. It's been paying off, and it's going to pay off in the long run, especially if you accept it now. I feel like you're planting another seed for your future. But this King of Wands here, you could be stepping into the spotlight, into a leadership position. Could be something creative as well. But it just feels like overall, everything's balancing out for you, especially mentally, okay? But also in some sort of career or financial move that you're making. There's something here where it's like finally things are working out. But again, you have to take that initiative. You have to make that, be bold and make the first move. That's going to be you that does that. That King of Wands energy. You have to take initiative towards what it is you want. Take that action. So that's what I'm seeing for your general energy. Let's jump into career and finances. Alright, pile number 2. Let's see. I'll be using the Numinous Astro deck as well as the Neon Tarot to see what is happening in your career and finances in the month of February. Okay. Spirit, for pile number 2, what decisions or opportunities or major shifts are influencing their career and finances in the month of February, Spirit? What is influencing major career and finance decisions in the month of February for pile number 2? Oh, I'll take it though. Got an extra card. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, so we've got Neptune with dreams. This is Pisces energy. Okay, again, if you hear snoring in the background, that's my dog. We've got Virgo, the alchemist. All right. We've got the 11th house, the edge. We've got Sun being, this came out for pile number 1 as well. And I'm going to put this over here. We've got square with challenge. Okay, so that Pisces energy is 12th house energy. Virgo is the 6th house. That's the sister sign of Pisces. 11th house is Aquarius energy. And the sun is Leo, which is 5th house energy. Okay. So as far as like what shifts, opportunities, or decisions are influencing your career finances this month. Again, this is going to come back to you being more open and getting out of some sort of like headspace. The thing with that Neptunian energy is it can cast like some sort of illusion, or it can cause you to just constantly daydream about whatever it is you're you're imagining, especially with your career and finances. Maybe you're imagining the life you really want to live, and that's fine, but it needs more grounding, okay? And that's where Virgo comes in. Virgo is an earth sign, very grounded, the opposite of Pisces. 6th house, which is the house of like everyday like work and just everyday activities. So it feels like you are grounding some sort of, I don't know, some sort of idea or dream that you have, a goal, and making it more realistic, more practical is what I'm feeling. This could be something online with the 11th house. The 11th house is the house of Aquarius, so it has to do with technology, and it also has to do with humanity as a whole, like the whole world, okay? And so there's something here like group activities, community, friends, something like that, where maybe you are putting yourself out there, you're starting an online business. I don't know, there's something regarding that. 11th house has to do with startups as well. So definitely starting like your own business is what I'm feeling with this. Another thing is with the sun here, Leo energy, that's that King of Wands we saw in the first part of your reading. Same thing happened for pile 1 as well. It's all about being bold. You know, we just had, was it Saturn move into Aries out of Pisces? So everybody's going to feel a bit bolder. Everybody's going to be ready to take some action in their lives because they no longer have that Neptunian fog that's clouding their vision. And Saturn's going to come in and be like, nah, let's get stuff done. So it feels like there's this major shift that's happening with the collective where everybody is wanting to charge forward and change their path. And that could be this what's happening for you this month as well. With the sun here, that Leo energy, that 5th house energy, could be something creative that you're doing online. I am seeing that. For some of you, with the sun, like Leo 5th house, could be something having to do with entertainment, acting, modeling, anything having to do where you're entertaining people. Maybe you're a writer. I feel the need to say that, okay? Virgo here has to do with health. When I think of online health, it could be that you are starting some sort of online health business. Maybe you are some sort of fitness instructor. Virgo also has to deal with pets. So maybe you're writing articles about pets. Maybe you have a website that sells pet items. There's something here, though, about following your dreams, though, with that Neptune energy. So even though Pisces Neptunian energy can be kind of hazy, it's also great for realizing your dreams. Like, as long as you can make them practical and realistic. So a lot of you have big dreams, lots of ideas, and you're trusting your intuition about this. Now, there is a challenge here with the square. Squares in astrology in general, they cause challenges. They cause tension, okay? So there may be something where you feel like you've been delayed or stalled, or there's some sort of pressure that's building, and it's going to come to a head at some point. But I feel like this is what's going to propel you forward in the right direction. Basically, a square is like a struggle. It doesn't always mean a bad struggle, okay? It could just be that there's some tension there and you need to work through that, whatever it is. And it's interesting I put this in between the Pisces and the Virgo because they're sister signs, which means they're opposite signs, but they're also opposite in like how they go about doing things. Like, again, Virgo's earth, they're very practical and stable. Pisces is up in their heads a lot, okay? So there could be a challenge here where you're trying to make a dream or a goal or a wish a reality, okay? You're trying to birth something into being is what it feels like. And this could be, I don't know, it could be anything, but it could be that you're just trying to start something or get something off the ground. It feels like you are hitting a brick wall. That's what that square feels like. Okay, let me see if there's anything else on here before I pull the tarot cards. Some of you could be starting a spirituality business as well with that Neptunian energy. Virgo can kind of be, with alchemists and stuff, can kind of be witchy as well. So some of you could start some, like, maybe an Etsy shop that has to do with metaphysical items or witchy items. That's not going to be for everybody, but there's something here about, like, magic with the Neptunian energy, the witchy energy with Virgo, 11th house being online. Something that makes you very happy, though, with the sun here. So let's find out more, Spirit. Tell me about any opportunities, decisions, and major shifts that are going to be happening that are influencing pile number 2's career and finances in the month of February. My dog is passed out. Wow. Sometimes she'll wake up when I'm doing these, but man, she is out of it. She wanted to go to bed early, and I usually do these at night, my readings, and she was ready to go to bed. So I just went ahead and put her in her bed and covered her up with her blanket. And yeah, she's out. So we got Ace of Wands. There's that exciting new beginning, okay? Something you're passionate about, something that makes you excited. I just said that with the sun, right? And again, this could be a creative endeavor. I said that with the sun as well, with that Leo energy in the 5th house. So you're starting something new this month in your career and finances. Even if it's just a side hustle, like an online business, Etsy business, something like that. It feels like you're starting something brand new that you love to do, but you're trying to find a way to make money doing it. That's what it feels like. Okay. Yeah. 4 of Cups. You could have been like stuck or stagnant for a long time. maybe you didn't see something clearly here, because typically this can be about like focusing on things that didn't work out, but you're being presented with an opportunity to actually make a change in your life. It's just that you haven't seen that opportunity. Again, Neptunian haze. It feels like there's been a veil over your eyes or something like that, and it's going to be pulled away, and you're going to see something and be like, why didn't I do that sooner? Like, I could have done that a long time ago. That's what it feels like. Okay, tell me more, Spirit, about pile number 2's opportunities or decisions or major shifts that are influencing their career. That's too many cards. Their career and finances in the month of February. Yeah, it just feels like you've been stuck and stagnant for a while. Maybe that's been the challenge too, where it's just like, okay, I have all these amazing ideas, but I don't know how to turn them into something practical that I can make money at. You know what I mean? Give me another one, please, Spirit, for pile number 2. Learning their career and finances. Okay. Oh my gosh. So we got the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. You've been manifesting this. Then we've got the 9 of Cups. You are manifesting exactly what you want. This is some sort of like wish fulfillment, dream come true. That's why I keep saying there's something here with Neptune and dreams. Yeah, I said it's something having to do with goals, wishes, or dreams, trying to make them a reality. And you've got this major wish fulfillment that's coming in, something you've been wanting for so long. A lot of you have been focused on your manifestations. Some of you could have been doing spell work, because I did mention the witchy stuff here. That's not for everybody, okay? But some of you could have actually done spell work to bring this in, but otherwise you've been manifesting this, okay? Because you felt like nothing was shifting behind the scenes. Nothing was moving with that 4 of Cups, and you're ready for that new, exciting beginning. You need something to shift around in your life in order to feel again, is what it's giving me. It's like, I want to be happy again. I want to, you know, like with the Sun here, the 9 of Cups, I want to be happy and I want to be doing what I want to do and then make money doing it. So it just feels like this self-sufficient kind of energy, and you want to express yourself in a creative way with this Ace of Wands here, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you, for your career and finances, pile number 2. It just feels like some major challenge is going to be overcome this month. You're putting yourself out there. Whatever it is you've been manifesting for your career and finances, you've got that opportunity to make something happen come in. Whether somebody's offering you a job or whether you are creating your own online business, something here is happening, okay? Things are shifting around your favor. Where you were stuck before, you're not going to be stuck, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for your career and finances. Let's jump into love and relationships. All right, pile number 2. Let's see for love and relationships, what can you expect in the month of February? Spirit, for pile number 2, what can they expect in the month of February in love and relationships? What's going on with them? I'll be pulling from this tarot deck, of course, and then the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle deck, the Romance Angels Oracle deck, and then the Lovers Oracle deck. It looks like this. But I told pile number 1 that these cards, I love them, but oh my gosh, they're so difficult to shuffle. So I never use them, but I thought I'd pull them out for this reading. Tell me more, Spirit. What can pile number 2 expect in love and relationships in the month of February? Okay. We've got 8 of Pentacles. All right. What else? What can... okay. We got that 8 of Swords in reverse again. That's great. So 2 8s back to back. The month of August could be significant. Somebody could be born on the 8th. We've got Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Okay. Very nurturing energy. I say that's usually a pre-Empress energy for me as a reader. One more, please, Spirit. More about pile number 2's 11 relationships in the month of February. Oh my gosh, what in the world? Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy. Could also be fixed sign energy, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. So you've got somebody coming in who wants to work on things with you. This is somebody who, you know, things aren't going right. They want to work through it. They're not somebody who's just like, oh, well, let me just like toss you to the side and find somebody else. That's not this energy. This is a very, with the Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, this is a very nurturing, loving, caring energy who wants to progress. They like feeling progression in a relationship or connection. They don't want to be wasting their time, okay? And Wheel of Fortune makes me think of progression as well, like the wheel moving forward. This is also a destined, fated connection. You two could feel very lucky together. I am picking that up because with the Wheel of Fortune here, Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion and growth. So I feel like you two, you will have this stable, solid connection where you two can grow together. You know, maybe it'll amount to like marriage someday. I am picking that up because it just feels so healthy. This is not somebody who's going to have you in your head with that Eight of Swords reverse. This is not somebody who's going to make you second guess whether they like you or not. No, this is somebody who's very blunt. Okay, they're very honest, very straightforward. They're going to tell you exactly how they feel and what they want out of the connection. If you don't want the same as them, they're outie. Okay, they're out. They will peace the F out, and they will, you know, like deuces forever, and I'll find somebody who does want what I want. That's the kind of energy that's coming through. Tell me more, Spirit, about this person for pile number 2 for their love and relationships. Okay. Interesting. So we've got lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. What I'm getting from this is like this person's going to come in out of nowhere. This feels like a tower moment. Like you didn't see this coming. This person, they're the type of person, again, who wants to work on things. They want to have something stable and solid and progress. A lot of people, you know, they're not, yeah, Cupid's arrow. Have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation. There's that surprise. I wonder if this is somebody you work with. With Queen of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles, I wonder if it's somebody you work with, and that's what the hesitation is. Surprise, invitation, or meeting, and I just said this feels like a tower, like sudden upheaval, surprise. Surprise here, surprise, epiphany, or shocking news. Somebody who you work with could pop up and be like, yo, I've had a crush on you for like the longest time. Would you want to go out on a date with me? And you're like, what? Or they're in your friends group, or like a friend of a friend, an acquaintance, something like that. Interesting. Tell me more, Spirit. Give me one more card, please. For pile number 2. Yeah, I feel like the surprise invitation or meeting, it's like them asking you out, or they're trying to get you go out with like a group of friends. Give me one more. I keep having like 3 trying to come out at once. I need one more. Pile number 1 had an extra one, so. Oh my god, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Want to date. This definitely feels like some sort of friends to lovers connection. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. Tell me more, Spirit, about pile number 2's person in the month of February. They're gonna be, that's the shock. I'm telling you, they're getting out of their own way, I think, with that Eight of Swords reverse, and they're gonna tell you that they have a crush on you, that they have feelings for you, but they want you to know that they want to take you out, they like you. There's a lot of flirtatious energy coming from the 2 of you is what I'm feeling. Tell me more, Spirit, for pile number 2 and their love and relationships in the month of February. Oh my god. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Dude, this person, they want you badly. And I don't see it in like a one night stand, spicy kind of energy way. That's not what I'm getting. I got that with pile number 1. This one feels like they've watched you for a while. Not in a creepy stalkerish way. Just that they've known you for a while. And they just really have developed deep feelings for you. And it feels like they're going to burst if they don't tell you. So they're trying to get out of their own head in their own way and let you know exactly how they feel. They want this to go somewhere. Tell me more, Spirit, about this person. Oh my God. No way. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. 8 of Pentacles. So some of you could be like second guessing if you should even give this person the time of day, like in a romantic way. I mean, if they're your friend, obviously you're not going to be like crazy rude to them or anything. I just mean that, you know, if it's somebody that you've only seen as a friend for the longest time, then it might be difficult to see them as anything else, you know? Okay, let's see. These cards are so hard to shuffle. Let me see. You just one. Oh, they're already falling apart. That's why I'd never use these cards. I can never shuffle them correctly. They always mess up, screw up in some way. Okay, that one definitely, that wanted to come out a minute ago, and I was like, I'll wait. I'll shuffle and see if it comes out again. So this is the image. No way. Soulmate? Really? Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. So I'm telling you, there's something here about you already know this person. Somehow, some way. It feels like through work, but it could also be through friends. I'm picking that up. Like they are an acquaintance. You share the same social circle or something like that. Or you know each other maybe online somehow. But this is a destined connection. It just feels very innocent almost. Like at first, this person may hesitate to reveal their feelings to you. But I think over time, you're going to realize that this person genuinely cares about you and loves you. That's because there is this destined soul contract, deeper connection that you're meant to have with this person, okay? So it feels like romance is going to be blooming for you in the month of February, pile number 2, with a soulmate, all right? Give them a chance is what Spirit's saying. Work on this. They have a very nurturing, grounded, soft energy. Even if they're a masculine, they feel very just like chill and very quiet and soft. Like I feel myself wanting to lower the octave of my voice when I speak. That's what they feel like. They just feel very emotional. Even though we don't have cups out here, that's what it feels like. And I'm not saying they're not passionate or they can't get spicy in the bedroom or anything like that. They just feel very like traditional or old-fashioned and very hesitant to approach you because I think they're afraid of getting rejected. But I think you're going to give this person a chance, pile number 2. I think once you realize that they actually have feelings for you, that they admit they like you, it's going to be a shock at first, okay? But it's all going to work out. I think in the long term, I said that at the very beginning when we just had the tarot cards. I said, this could become something more. This could turn into marriage, okay? And that would make sense with the soulmate and the Wheel of Fortune here. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 2. I'm going to head over to the extended where we're going to find out if anybody is hiding any truths or emotions or desires from you in the month of February. What action or mindset shift will help you attract love and success this month? And what message does your higher self, your spirit team, angels, ancestors, the universe, God, whatever you believe in, have for you during the month of February? So if this is where we part ways, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Hello, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and jump right in and see what messages come out for you. For this first part, I'll be pulling from the Moonology deck, the Sacred Destiny deck, as well as the Neon Tarot deck. So, we're going to be taking a look at like the overall general energy, like what's the theme, what's the energetic focus for you this February. If you hear any snoring in the background, that is my dog. So go ahead and get these cards shuffled. We will see what messages come out for you. All right, Spirit, for pile number 3, what is the overall theme and energetic focus for them in the month of February? Okay. What is the overall... Oh, wow. Okay. That's quick. We've got communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Okay. And then we've got purity. All right. So there's something here that needs to be said with this. It's giving me 3rd house energy. I feel like a lot of you could be having communication come through from someone. This purity card always makes me think about a clean slate, like starting over, like the pure white snow here. But something has shifted, something's different, something's changed. Let's find out what's going on. Remember, this is just the general energy, the overall focus for the month of February. So let's see. Maybe there's something that a romantic partner needs to say, or you need to say. Maybe it's a family member, co-worker, a boss, friend. Somebody's got to get something off their chest, though, is what it feels like. And that new moon is making me think of starting fresh, starting new. Same with this purity card. Clean slate, starting fresh, starting new. So let's see. Spirit, for pile number 3, what is the overall theme and energetic focus for them in the month of February? What is the overall theme and energetic focus for pile number 3 in the month of February? Page of Swords. There's that communication. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Somebody could be watching you on social media. That is my social media card. So if you do have social media, somebody could be watching you on social media, waiting to say something. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. So we've got the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. We've got King of Cups, Scorpio energy. Okay. We've also got the Hanged Man in reverse. Let's get a couple more. This could be a mother figure with the Empress here. This could also be somebody who puts you on a pedestal and sees you as like the Emperor, Empress energy. Okay. What else, Spirit? What is... Oh, this came out upright. I accidentally hit it. So, Two of Swords. That has been a common card for the other piles as well. Somebody's indecisive, unsure if they should come forward and say something to you. That's what it feels like. What else, Spirit? One last card for the overall theme and energetic focus. The month of February for pile 3. Okay. And we've got the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay. Yeah, somebody's holding back. Somebody's not coming forward. There's something here, too, with this Hanged in reverse. It's like somebody doesn't want to change their perspective about a situation. I don't know what that is. It's going to be different for everybody. But it feels like they are almost unwilling to compromise is what I want to say. But communication needs to happen here, right? They need to come forward and say something. But they're second guessing themselves. For a lot of you, this could be you. Maybe you need to communicate something to somebody. And you're indecisive about which direction you should go in, about whether you should step forward and say something. There's a lot of withholding, like holding back energy, withholding communication. On the flip side, though, there is this energy, too, of, like, not wanting to wait around. Like, you want to get this over with, or they want to get this over with. I'm not sure, because, you know, we've got Page here, an Empress, and a King of Cups. There could be a few people who want to communicate with you. There could be a few people you want to communicate with. You could also be hearing news about somebody getting pregnant with the Empress here. That's not for everybody, but that is coming through. For some of you, because the King of Cups can represent a therapist or a counselor, this could be a therapist or counselor who is urging you to communicate more your feelings. I'm hearing write them down. So maybe journaling or scripting is something that your therapist or counselor has been urging you to do. That is just a side note that I'm picking up. Otherwise, the overall energy is pretty straightforward. It's like needing to start fresh on something, needing to communicate your feelings or communicate something that's been on your mind, or somebody needs to do that with you. I'm also seeing a strong focus on creativity, abundance, and prosperity, making something flourish in your life, while also staying balanced, emotionally balanced with that King of Cups. Because there's this like hesitation to change, or not seeing something clearly, or not being able to pick a new path. It's like maybe you don't see the full vision with this Two of Swords and Three of Wands reversed. So you're unable to plan the next steps. But there's something here about being honest with yourself. For some of you, if you're an influencer, you're on social media, your business is on social media, I do see some sort of like flourishing energy when it comes to social media. Like your business is gaining more attention, or you are as like an individual, an influencer. Something about your brand, okay? That's what I'm getting. And you don't see this coming, of course. But this could propel you into a new direction, or shift your... I'm hearing shifting the tides. Interesting. So shifting the direction a bit, and you're unsure where to go next, because it may not have been like a part of the plan since you didn't see it coming. So you're having to take a step back and reevaluate. And there's a bit of stubborn energy I'm feeling when it comes to like transformation or change, or allowing something to happen, or to start new with something. Could even be a stubborn energy about communicating whatever this is, whatever this communication is, with a person, or communicating your feelings, even if it's just writing those feelings down. I am hearing you need to trust your intuition on what works best for you, because only you know what that is. Like if you feel as if you're being pushed, and you know, whether it's communication or if it's to start something new, there may be this stubborn energy to push back and resist. So trust your intuition when it comes to timing on things. And also, if somebody's trying to push you into doing something, maybe that's the communication. Maybe you have to speak up, speak your truth, assert some healthy boundaries, something along those lines. So that's interesting. That's what I'm seeing for the general, like, overall theme and energetic focus for you in the month of February. It's all about communication, the third house. Sometimes with Gemini in the third house, I think about social media too, and that came up with the Page of Swords as well. So there's definitely something about being open and honest. Sorry again if you hear my dog's story. She's out of it. Being open and honest about something so you can start over, have a clean slate, or you're headed in a direction of starting fresh with someone or something. Like I said, for a lot of you, there's going to be a bit of stubborn energy, holding back, indecisiveness, but this is going to lead you towards some sort of abundance and prosperity. And I think once you get over some sort of initial hurdle, even if it is just the stubbornness and not wanting to change or shift your perspective about something, eventually you're going to be okay with it. The King of Cups tells me, like, he's so emotionally chill. It's like nothing really phases him. It'd have to be something incredibly significant for him to even, you know, be even slightly phased. But I see that you aren't going to be bothered by this in the end. By the end of February, it's going to be like, okay, it is what it is. I didn't see it coming, but, you know, I'm dealing with it in my own way. So that's what I see for your general energy. Let's hop into career and finances. Alright, pile number 3. Let's see. I'm going to be pulling from the Numinous Astro deck, and then, of course, the Neon Tarot. We're going to see What's happening this month in your career and finances? Okay. Man, she's out of it. Ooh. Okay. So, Spirit, what major shifts or opportunities or even decisions are influencing pile number 3's career and finances this month? Oh my God. We've got Mercury with communication. Mercury rules Gemini. What is up with the communication, pile number 3? Oh, and your pile number 3, the 3rd house. I just thought of that. Like, okay. So, speaking your truth this month. Okay. That should be... We've got Taurus. This came out for pile number 1. Taurus did the bombshell. And I pointed out, too, with this flower here, I kept getting this energy for pile number 1 about blossoming, blooming. But with the communication here and the communication in the first part of your reading, there's something here about opening up, is what I'm hearing. Then we've got Scorpio, the animal. And then we've got semi-sextile with allowing. Okay. So, Mercury, again, rules Gemini and Virgo. So that would be the 3rd and the 6th houses. Taurus is the 2nd house of like finances and self-worth. Scorpio is the 8th house, which has to do with, like, think of like the death card. Death, rebirth, transformation, phoenix rising from the ashes, renewal. That would be the 8th house, okay? And then we've got this semi-sextile with allowing, which, I mean, you see some growth on here, right? With this plant, and there's something here about potential of something and clarification about something. It's like feeling hopeful that something is going to grow or flourish in some way. Interesting. So yeah, what I'm seeing as far as like shifts, opportunities, decisions, there's definitely a message here. Oh, and I just realized Taurus and Scorpio are opposites. They're sister signs. There's something here about, again, communication. Learning something, receiving some sort of information, something coming into your awareness, changing your perception. Yeah, something about curiosity here too, which makes me think of that Page of Swords. And then Taurus is very earthy, very practical. But again, this has to do with finances, which is perfect since this is the career and finances reading, but also your self-worth. And then with Scorpio, there's a transformation happening. Scorpio is also very passionate, so this could be intense. So this could be a time in your life where in your career and finances, things are shifting around. It's like an intense time where there's a huge transformation happening, but you're leaning towards something you're passionate about. Tell me more, Spirit, for pile number 3. What is happening with their career and finances? Like what shifts, major shifts, opportunities or decisions are happening in their career and finances in the month of February, Spirit? So we've got the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, or very earthy energy. All right. Some of you could be going back to school because the Page of Pentacles is about being a student or being scholarly, learning something new, studying something, maybe getting a certification. There's something here about a promotion or gaining a scholarship or a grant for something. Maybe you're receiving communication about that. Tell me more, Spirit, about pile number 3's career and finances in February. Two of Wands reversed just tried to come out. Okay. So we've got the 4 of Pentacles. And that was that hesitation I was thinking about, too. That 2 of Wands reversed. that I was kind of picking up in the beginning of your reading. Like that stubbornness, unable to pick a direction or something like that. Anyway, we've got 4 of Pentacles, but we also have 7 of Cups that came out with the 4 of Pentacles. We have one more, Spirit, for polymer 3s. Career and finances in February. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Star just tried to come out. I'm taking it. Get a bonus card. We've got the High Priestess. So this is Cancer energy. I also say Pisces because Pisces are the mystics. But it came out with the Wheel of Fortune. Which is Sagittarius energy. Could also be fixed sign energy. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. So I'm going to put that right there. So as far as your career and finances goes, it looks like you have a lot of ideas of things you want to accomplish with that 7 of Cups. But there's a message here about like needing to ground that energy, like pick one idea and bring it into reality. That could be where that Taurus energy is coming from. But there is definitely something here about like hanging on to your finances, making sure you're not spending too much. And I did say something about, I think, trusting your intuition in the first part of your reading. And that's what I'm getting with the High Priestess. It's like having some sort of deeper wisdom or knowledge, like studying something here with the High Priestess and Page of Pentacles. With the Wheel of Fortune, though, things are turning around and they're turning in your favor, okay? This feels like good luck or something that feels fated to happen in your life. Fated career path, perhaps. Some of you with the Wheel of Fortune being here, and we're talking about finances, this could be some sort of like windfall or playing the lottery and winning some money. I'm seeing that as well. But for a lot of you, there's this kind of like holding back, hesitation. Like you have all these wonderful ideas, but you may not be sure about how to make them a reality. Like how do you turn all these amazing ideas into something that would be profitable, or several businesses that would be profitable? So it's like you're kind of stuck hanging on to your money right now. Like penny pinching is what I'm getting from this. Which is interesting because it's coming out underneath that Taurus, which is the 2nd house of finances. But there's something with the 7 of Cups and the High Priestess about needing to really go within and trust your intuition about what the next step is going to be. Like what you're going to choose next when it comes to your options, okay? Even if you're applying to multiple jobs, for instance, and you have several interviews and several job offers, it does feel like you're going to be offered something here, and something is going to be going in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Pentacles, but it's like choose wisely, okay? And I said at the beginning of your reading, it feels like there's some sort of new start, like a fresh, clean slate. So if some of you lost your job, you're about to get a new one. For others of you, maybe you're changing career paths. Some of you, you've got some business ideas you want to get going with. Like you're ready to get them out of your head and put them in motion. Like make them realistic. It's not just an idea anymore. Like dreaming isn't doing, right? And you don't want to be confused about which path to take. So it feels like everything is moving forward. And again, we've got this allowing up here. There's a lot of growth and expansion. And that is exactly what Jupiter represents. You know, it's Sagittarius energy, and Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of luck and growth and expansion. So this semi-sextile allowing with the plant and the growth, that's what it feels like. It feels like you just need to decide, make a decision about what you want, choose wisely, and then everything's going to start falling into place. That's what I feel for you. So that's what I'm seeing for your career and finances, pile number 3. Let's go ahead and jump into love and relationships. All right, pile number 3. Let's see, Spirit, what can pile number 3 expect in their romantic or emotional connections, their love life, their love and relationships in the month of February? This has come out for every single person. King of Wands. Leo energy. Some of you could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Could be an older fire sign. But if it's not, it could be somebody who's more mature. Let's put it that way. And it doesn't have to be a fire sign. It could be somebody who embodies these traits, which would be somebody who's creative, who's a natural born leader, who isn't afraid to be in the spotlight. Like, this person could have some sort of public persona. They could have popular social media accounts. I don't know, something like that. Tell me more, Spirit, about the love and relationships happening for pile number 3 in the month of February. What is happening for pile number 3 in love and relationships in the month of February? Oh, okay. We got, oh, that's two. Oh, wow. Who are all these people? We've got Knight of Swords reversed. That's Gemini energy. We've got Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. Give me one more. Y'all got options, I see. Okay. And maybe if some of you don't, it could be that, like, let's say the Knight of Swords isn't headed your way, but it doesn't mean that they don't have, like, a crush on you, for instance. Like, they're not waiting in the wings and watching. Tell me more, Spirit. That wanted to come out earlier. Death reversed. So, Scorpio energy. Wow. Okay. So, you've either got one person who has a lot of, like, passion and chemistry with you with that Wands energy in the upright, but who isn't making a move, and who could be a past person with, like, death reversed. It's telling me something isn't over, something hasn't changed, there hasn't been a transformation, like, this person hasn't changed, I should say. And even though Knight of Wands is upright, it's giving me, like, it's just somebody who is very passionate. Whereas the Knight of Swords in reverse is like, they don't really want to charge forward just yet and make a move. It feels very stuck to me. It's kind of crazy that even death on a horse is in reverse too. So the other thing I'm seeing, the other message I'm getting, is that these are like 3 different people. And one of them is very, you know, like bold and maybe possibly older, more mature, in a leadership role, like a CEO, boss, manager, supervisor kind of energy. Somebody who could be an entrepreneur in a creative field. Then we've got a second person who is not moving forward at all. This person could also be, how can I describe this? This person could be, I always get like a deceitful energy from the Knight of Swords reversed. Because I think about swords being air energy, mental energy, but also like words. So it feels like somebody who is deceitful. Like, they have no problem telling you one thing, but they actually mean another, as long as it gets them what they want. They can also be a bit unpredictable, is what I'm picking up as well. So again, that's kind of an opposite. I mean, this person feels like they have their ish together. This King of Wands. This is somebody who's very successful, who's very powerful and like courageous, all that Leo energy, right? And this person feels very immature. Now the Knight of Wands, this person's very passionate about you. This person could also be very adventurous because that is Sagittarius energy. They feel like they just are high energy. Like constantly go, 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 always on the move. That's what it feels like. But there's this death in reverse energy where it's like needing to make a change or needing something to change, or someone maybe. And somebody's like unwilling to do that, okay? This is somebody who stuck in their ways. They don't see the point of making a change if it doesn't benefit them, let's put it that way. And because of this, it feels like there's some sort of stagnation that's happening. Now, this could be with all 3 of them. If this is the same person and they're like wishy-washy, like maybe they make, I don't know, maybe they make excuses like, oh, I've got a lot of work to do, and they don't make plans with you, but they feel very passionate towards you. Like I said in the beginning with that one's energy, like they just want maybe like a hookup, one night stand, friends with benefits, situationship. If that is the same person, that could be the deceitfulness I'm picking up from this energy. But if it's 3 different people, it almost feels like nothing's changing. Like it's all the same. You know what I mean? Like none of them are really providing you with what you truly want, what you're truly looking for. Yet none of them want to end things and just leave and move on. So it feels like this stagnant, stuck energy. Tell me more, Spirit. For pile number 3, tell me about their love and relationships in the month of February. Tell me about their... Okay, so we got date, meeting someone new, dating, getting back out there, plan / set a date. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely a few options here. But if not, if it's, you know, like I said, same person with multiple energies, it feels like, you know, one minute they want to plan something and the next they're kind of like, they're wishy-washy is what it feels like. This feels more like 3 separate energies though, I'm going to be honest. Tell me more about pile number 3's love life in the month of February, Spirit. Pile number 3's love life in the month of February. Ooh, that's too many. Give me 2 more, please. Oh, okay. So we got soulmate, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract. So one of these people, it could be that King of Wands. I'm going to be honest. You know, they just feel like the most mature out of these energies. Could be a soulmate. You could have a soul contract. Now, we're not always with our soulmates. We don't always enter into a partnership. It just depends where we're at in life and what we want. But this does feel like a soul connection for sure. And there is some sort of contract you guys have to fulfill with this person. Tell me more, Spirit. Give me 1 more card, please. Pile number 3 in the month of February. Okay. Oh my gosh. The Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Hello, Death card. Hello, Phoenix rising from the ashes. That's the Scorpio energy. And I said that in your career and finances part when the Scorpio card came out. I said it's like a Phoenix rising from the ashes. That's it. So there's something here about rekindling. Something isn't over, okay? But a transformation or growth needs to happen. Like somebody needs to change their mind so a new phase can begin. There's something about new, starting over. You know, we have that purity card in the first part of your reading. That's what I'm getting for the overall message and theme of your reading. Like something new, starting over, clean slate, something like that. Okay, tell me more, Spirit, about pile number 3's love life in the month of February. Okay. Oh. We got you deserve love. You are lovable. So if any of you are second guessing that, Spirit's saying, nope, actually, you deserve exactly what you want and what you're looking for. Don't settle for anything less. Tell me more. Interesting. Okay. So we got, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, and we got that soulmates card. So this could have been a situation where you two separated. There was a separation at some point, and then you come back together. Maybe some lessons need to be learned from this connection, this soul contract, and only you two could teach each other those lessons. And once they were learned and the separation occurred, then you could come back together. So you could have been dealing with a couple other people, like dating them in the meantime while you had this break, is what it feels like, because somebody came back and changed their mind. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay, I hate these cards are so hard to shuffle. I never use them. I haven't used them in years because they're so hard to shuffle. Okay, come on, Spirit. I just need one. They're pretty though, but yeah. What is happening in pile number 3's love life? What's the overall message that pile number 3 needs to know? Okay, there it is. Yay. Alright, so here is this is an interesting picture because there's a snake wrapped around both of them. Let's see, we've got power. You instinctively know what is right for you and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Interesting. Because it does feel like there's some sort of a lesson, like I said, that needed to be learned. Maybe the lesson was about how to stand in your power when it came to love and what you truly desire, what you will tolerate, and what you won't settle for is what I'm feeling. Yeah, pile number 3, that's it. That's what I'm seeing for you. Interesting messages. So I'm going to be taking this over to Patreon. We're going to find out if anybody's hiding any truths, any desires, any emotions for you in the month of February. We're going to find out what action or mindset shift will help you attract love and success that you want right now. And we're also going to see what messages does your higher self, your spirit team, angels, ancestors, God, the universe, whatever you believe in, what messages do they have for you in the month of February? So if this is where we part ways, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.